Alright folks, now we've gotten backgrounds cut out and we're able to cut out all the things that we don't need. What I need to work with you guys now though is a lot of times when you're working with an image you want to change its size, its dimensions, its scale, and what you're talking about is transforming its shape, okay, in terms of how it reacts with the other objects within the composition. So we are going to go into this graphic that I have right here, and first I'm just going to go ahead and just as a quick review, just remove all the blue out of this image. You can see just the magic wand, one click, and I've deleted all of the blue around that image very easily. I have some other images on in the background that I'll just turn off right now, and you can see that in my composition I can turn all these other layers off. I have just these left, so Apple deselect, and I'm going to take a nice big eraser tool over here and just bring it, using my brackets, bring the size up, my right bracket for the eraser, and I'm going to go ahead and erase that out. Okay, so now when I want to select just a selection that I have, okay, I can hold down the control key and click on the thumbnail and choose select transparency. Okay, you'll notice that when I did that, it automatically made a selection perfectly around this hawk that I have cut out. And you'll notice that now once I have the selection, I can change its shape. Okay, so watch, if I go to Edit, Free Transform, or if you notice Apple T, it gives me these handles around that image that I can hold down the Shift key and resize its scale, because it looks like actually there was more to the image that didn't get cut off. I could even rotate the image, right, so that I could have the hawk fly in the way I want it to, okay, or any other object for that matter, right? Once I hit the return key, it commits that size change. So I hit Apple D, you can see that I've changed that dimensions of that object. All right. I can see I've got a little more blue showing there, so I'm going to go ahead and delete that out of the way. Oops, undo for that. Oops, undo again. My brush is a little too big there, and I'll get rid of this stuff as well. Now within Free Transform, again, how I got to that selection was I control clicked. You can see that when I get this little context menu like that shows up, control clicking on that allows me to select layer transparency, and then now when I go back, I've got the marching ants over my whole drawing. You can see those there. Alright, now I can also just transform, instead of all of the objects in Free Transform, I can just choose certain parts: scale, rotation, skew, distortion. Skew and distortion are kind of cool because you can stretch objects out into different shapes than they currently existed or they originally existed. Perspective too. This one's nice too for rotating things or for flipping them. Watch when I flip this horizontal. Okay, notice how the image now was rotated the other way. Okay, I got another piece of blue I need to get rid of, but very easily I can flip them around. Alright, so that's all within Free Transforming, and again, all those properties can change there under Transform once you have one selection: scale, rotation, skew, distort, perspective, rotations, and flipping all up and down, vertically or horizontally. So as you need to resize your images, just go ahead and select them and go to Free Transform.